production and recycling of material. You are in the used can storage hall. This 1,800 square meters hall has a storage capacity of around 12 million cans, enough for 5 days of production. The cans are stacked here waiting to be recycled, which allows for efficient and continuous management of our recycling process. The weight of a bale of used cans is on average 450 to 500 kilograms, the equivalent of 35,000 to 40,000 cans. The bales of used cans are transported by a forklift to a conveyor belt, which then takes them to the cold preparation hall. We will now see the deposit of a bale of used cans in the conveyor. Click on the play icon to start the transport. The recycling process begins here in the cold preparation hall with the sorting and shredding of aluminium waste. Click on the interactive dots in the scene to see each step in detail. For example, by clicking on the sorting line icon, you will see how waste is transported to be sorted in the sorting line. Similarly, by selecting the shredder icon, you will learn how cans are shredded for efficient recycling. The function of the sorting line is to remove the various exogenous contaminants from our aluminium scraps. The quality of this sorting makes it possible to facilitate the operations of the D-lane and the melting furnaces in the rest of the production process. The storage capacity is about 8 to 9 tons per silo. These silos are not intended for long-term storage. They serve as a buffer to allow the sorting line to stop, for maintenance shutdowns, for example, while continuing to send material to continue the production process. For the rest of the production process, we melt the aluminium in a melting furnace at 750 degrees Celsius. The resulting liquid metal is then purified, decanted, and filtered. It is then cast into plates and then rolled into high-quality aluminum coils. These reels are delivered to our customers, who will use them to make new beverage cans and brand new cars. The delaquing operation takes place in a rotating furnace and consists of removing all the moisture and organics, varnish, paint, etc., still present on the aluminium scraps to be recycled. An afterburner chamber is associated with this unit to burn the volatile organic compounds and carbon monoxide present in the gases extracted from the delaquator. It is then conveyed to the basin furnace via a metal conveyor. After processing, the aluminium scraps to be recycled are transferred here to the basin furnace and the melting furnace. This is the part of the installation where the metal arriving from the delaver falls via a metal conveyor. A submersion system immerses the solid metal in the liquid metal in this basin to melt it. A circulation pump located in this basin allows the liquid metal to circulate between the basin and the main chamber. The special feature of this furnace is that it features burners that work with a mixture of oxygen and natural gas to ensure better energy efficiency. This technological choice led us to install our own oxygen production on the site with a significant storage capacity. It is a tilting furnace with a capacity of 110 tons that reaches 750 degrees Celsius in order to melt aluminum. It is fed with solid metal and liquid metal from the basin furnace. The liquid aluminium is then transferred to a holding furnace for treatment and cleaning. The transfer between the melting furnace and the holding furnace is done by tilting the melting furnace. The automatic casting well receives the liquid metal after it has been processed in the melting furnaces. This automatic casting shaft can cast up to 7 plates. The door to go to the next part of the experience is behind you. Here you see an automatic saw. Its function is to cut off the head and foot of aluminum plates that have been cast previously. This step allows the aluminum plate to continue the production process. Hot rolling. This equipment, called aero cooling towers, of which there are 3 in number, plays a crucial role in our casting process. They cool the water used to solidify the aluminum during plate casting, using a near closed-loop system. Thanks to this innovative technology, we save 90% of water compared to the traditional casting methods used in our foundry. Imagine the positive environmental impact that this represents. All gaseous effluents or combustion products from the various equipment and processes of the installation are captured, sucked up, and channeled to different filtration facilities to be treated and purified before being discharged into the chimneys. For the construction of our new recycling center, we wanted to avoid the impact of our activities on species and natural environments as early as possible. The plant has worked to preserve as much of the local flora and fauna as possible during this transition, including ensuring that species are reintroduced as soon as construction is completed. Several reduction and compensation measures have been taken to preserve biodiversity. If you look to the right of the signs, you will be able to see an explanatory video about the project around the recycling center. Happy viewing!
Chez Constellium, nous prenons des mesures concrètes contre le changement climatique. Nous nous sommes engagés à réduire l'intensité de nos émissions de gaz à effet de serre de 30% en 2030 par rapport à 2021. Nous avons le privilège de travailler avec l'aluminium, qui peut être recyclé à l'infini, ce qui en fait un matériau idéal pour l'économie circulaire. Le recyclage de l'aluminium utilise seulement 5% de l'énergie nécessaire pour produire du métal primaire, permettant 95% d'émissions de carbone en moins. Le recyclage est au cœur de notre stratégie. Nous avons des installations majeures dans plusieurs de nos usines. Et nous venons d'ouvrir un nouveau centre de recyclage sur notre site de Neuf-Brisac. Jusqu'à présent, Neuf-Brisac avait la capacité de recycler 160 000 tonnes de canettes de boissons usagées et de rebuts automobiles par an. Ce nouveau centre nous permet d'augmenter notre capacité à 290 000 tonnes, soit l'équivalent d'environ 20 milliards de canettes recyclées. Le processus de recyclage commence par le tri et le broyage des déchets d'aluminium. Nous les faisons fondre dans un four de fusion à 750 degrés Celsius. Le métal liquide obtenu est purifié, décanté, filtré, coulé en plaques pesant le poids d'un autobus, puis laminé en bobines d'aluminium de haute qualité et livré à nos clients qui les utiliseront pour fabriquer de nouvelles canettes et voitures. Le centre ultramoderne de Neuf-Brisac augmente sa capacité de recyclage de 75%. Son empreinte carbone va diminuer d'environ 400 000 tonnes, soit l'équivalent de la consommation électrique annuelle de près de 80 000 foyers. La teneur en métal recyclé de nos produits augmentera, et Constellium fera un pas de plus vers son objectif de réduction des émissions de carbone.
Welcome to the new recycling center